Hello and welcome everybody to the Semper Paratus YouTube channel. And today I've got a video for you from Assetto Corsa, which by the way is the first English commentary that I'm doing, so bear with me on this one. What we did here was the first league race of the GF1L racing league that I took part in. It's actually the first ever league race that I took part in, so yeah, actually I was really looking forward to this one. Trained a little bit, and as you can see, it was rather successful. So we started on P5, and right at the start we got into a very interesting fight with the green BMW next to me, on the right. And right now we're still P5. Oh, here I've got a we got a very hard crash. You see in the Corsa app, there's one car just misbraking and going into everybody. It's this Audi that we're talking about. So it kind of misbroke and turned into the corner and took out at least 2 guys in the process. Very nasty, but I mean it's gonna happen at some point during an online race, so nothing too severe for me because I was around the corner already, didn't have any disadvantage caused by that. And as you can see, we made our way past the green BMW. He's still right behind us though, as you can see my mirror on the top right, and we're now in P4. My idea was to not qualify as high as I should have, or could have maybe, because the first 3 cars get some extra ballast, which on this trick has a huge influence on how your car performs, especially through those 2 corners, the kind of downhill double left-hand side turns, in which the extra ballast, the extra mass of your car kind of drags you to the outside of the circuit. But at this point in the race, I was thinking we're doing a 1.5 hour race, so let's just take it easy, take it slow, and stay in touch with the guys ahead, so I can use their draft to get speed on the straights. But I did run wide here a little bit. The Z4 behind me did run wide a little bit as well, but he got better traction. So he's pulling up to me now, and I'm covering my inside line, letting him go around the outside, go around the long way. And I think I did hold it here. Yeah, I did, kind of. With a little bit of oversteer out of the corner. As you might know, the Porsche 911 GT3 R that we're driving right here, 2016 edition, is a back engine car, so the engine's actually behind the rear wheels, which introduces oversteer on the exit of corners and kind of makes the car understeer into corners because there's little weight on the front. As you can see here, the BMW, not with a rear engine, can easily stay with me, even in my dirty air. Can even get close to me, go around the outside, maybe try. So I'm covering the inside. I'm constantly looking at Corsa at this time. I'm constantly checking his position and try to cover my line. But he does cross my line here, kind of. No, he doesn't. Okay. So we're recovered for the straight. Maybe he tried to, or had the idea to get into my draft. So I'm going the inside this time as well, and try to go side by side through this corner, which actually did not work out, kind of. Yeah, I ran wide, but the McLaren head did run wide as well. So we actually stay in P4, only that the green BMW that's not in front of us gained 2 positions in that one corner. Nice move, nice and careful, took no damage, very well done. So we're still P4, looking good. Continue our process forward. I think we've done about, let's say, 5 laps right now. So we're about 8 to 10 minutes into the race. A lap around here is in the 1:30 area, 1 minute 30 seconds. I think the best lap in the race was 1:28.6 or something. Actually, by me, by the way. Or at least somewhere under 1:29. But it's a long race, it's a 1.5 hour race, and I've got the medium tires on right now. I have a lot of fuel on board. I started with about 60 kilos of fuel. so we're not gonna get close to those lap times anytime soon. The ideal lap time on this circuit can be achieved with soft tires, Porsche running soft tires. But as I figured before the start of the race, soft tires wouldn't last me the whole distance. So my plan was to do a two stint race, get the mediums on 2 times, running each of them about 45 minutes. And he had a very naughty maneuver, kind of. So the green BMW pushed me wide a little bit. It's nothing unfair though. I mean, I would have done the same. He just got better traction in the inside line, had his line covered, very well done. And that invited the McLaren to go ahead. He kind of pushed his way through there, found an empty spot of track, and just went with it, which put him in front now. So we're P5 now. Mercedes, black Haribo Mercedes, right behind us. And as I did almost every lap, I kind of broke later than him in this corner. I don't know why. Probably some setup changes that I made, which gave me the advantage under braking. But as you can see, again, he has probably more downforce and at least more turning capabilities. So the BMW goes ahead in this section. And there's the Mercedes still behind us, so we're racing in a close pack. You can even see there's 2 cars behind us in the Corsa app. So from 4th to 7th, I believe, it was a very close battle. So as I was saying, soft tires wouldn't last the whole race if I were to do a one-stop. So the idea was just take the mediums through the first half, drive them for something like 45 minutes, and then get refueled, get new tires, and take them to the end. So the one stop around this corner actually takes about 30 seconds, so you're losing 30 seconds with the stop, and I just couldn't justify the extra stop with, I mean, that's over a stint of 45 minutes, or in that case, for a stint of half an hour if we were to do 2 stops. That's 1 lap a second faster that you need to go, which I wasn't able with, or I didn't think I was able with more fuel, and in the end with more used soft tires, because the soft tires you wear faster. So at this point I was thinking, like, the whole battling costs us so much time. I'm just gonna let him go and continue in his slipstream, gain some time by following him and not fighting actually. So we kind of slowly caught up to the McLaren ahead, who was now in P3. But at this point I was so close. He was again braking earlier than I did. I took the inside line and I took the lead of the battle. And this situation was, I think, about 20 minutes into the race, so we had 10 minutes of following him, had 10 minutes of clean time gains. But at this point I was thinking, like, I am faster, and I clearly was, maybe because of my medium tires, which didn't wear as fast. So we made our way past him, cutting forward again. This time we're closing up to the McLaren head, which spun in this corner. And I had nowhere to go, I was on the limit of the grip. And I hit him. So frustrating. I mean, my race was going so well, I was gaining on P3. I was fastest at this point. Yeah. So I tried to stay out another lap, but the damage was just too severe. So the next lap I went into the pits. Actually crossed the white line here. Hope that doesn't get followed up in the post-race discussion. So I went into the pits, and I thought, we're about half an hour into the race now, so I can go on soft tires now, and do another stop at about half an hour to go. You can see my teammate coming in behind me as well. We're in the red Porsche. So I went into soft tires because I was thinking, if I were to go on medium tires right now, I would have to do 1 hour of racing on them, and that was just too long, and I would wear the medium tires down so fast. So I went to the softs and tried to do another stop, and we had a safety car, which kind of saved me. So I got a free pit stop, and I was able to catch up back to the field. And this safety car lasted about, I think it lasted 5 to 6 laps maybe. So we were saving about 10 minutes with safety car speed, maybe close to 15, somewhere around that. And this is the restart. So we're at about 40 minutes of race time done now. Got about 50 minutes to go. And I'm on fresh soft tires, so I will have a massive advantage in this field. Because as you can see, all the cars in front of me did not pit. The leaders, I think were on soft tires at this point, so they dared the Porsche strategy with 2 times the soft tires. And there's the aforementioned BMW Z4, sorry, that I raced before, that I gained the position on and that I'm behind right now. And also the Mercedes to my left, who was in front of me at this point, so I had to let him go. You're only allowed to overtake after the start and finish line, so that's what we did here. Kinda poked the inside, and he gave us room, so I just took the opportunity and tried it, but it didn't work out. I had to slow down too far, so I'm just gonna put myself into the slipstream. The idea at this point was to gain positions fast, because I had better tires than them, and as you've seen before, I kind of was faster than the Z4 before in front of me with medium tires. So now with soft tires, fresh soft tires, my thinking was I am supposed to be faster than all of those guys. Also with a little bit less fuel than at the start. A little bit of contact there. Racing incident, I ran a bit wide, he turned into me a little bit. Nobody at fault here. But as you can see, we're alongside him, and this time we can even take it around on the outside, because I have so much more grip with the soft tires. I can try to go around the outside, which I actually do manage to do here, I believe. Yeah, kind of. But at least I can stay with him, which wasn't possible with heavy fuel and with medium tires before. But that gave us the position up into P4, I believe now. So we've got the blue and grey Porsche of Multi-Marvel running away with P1, and then we got 7 in the Nissan behind him, and Karu in the very good looking yellow and white Porsche. By the way, teammates with Multi-Marvel is in the front right now. And then we've got the Mercedes, who took advantage of Karu running wide, and the BMW coming in again as well. But they were both battling. I don't know, maybe they didn't notice me, or didn't they go as a threat. So ran around the outside, made them go slow and go on the inside, because they were battling each other. And I was kind of avoiding that battle and going around the battle, which worked. So I am up into P3 now. Yeah, kind of. I mean, after that corner I will be, probably. Yeah, I am. So, now, I've got fresh soft tires still. Still fresh soft tires. And I've got enough fuel to go about half an hour. So the plan at this point was, as mentioned before, taking the soft tires for about half an hour of racing. And then come in again, refuel, and take new soft tires, which I'll then be taken to the end. And both of the cars ahead did not stop yet. So we have 7 right here in the Nissan who didn't stop. And then we have the grey and blue Porsche ahead, who's kind of built up a gap. Looks like kind of 5 seconds or something. But he didn't stop. So he was in P1 after the safety car, and he's on old soft tires now. So he has to stop, which costs him about 30 seconds. But I mean, we're out of sync strategy anyway. So when he's gonna stop, he needs to do one more stop, and I need to do one more stop. The only advantage that I have is that I have fresher tires. He almost crashing into the Nissan. He was braking really early, and that invited actually the Mercedes behind me, who were still close. So the whole pack behind us, the BMW, the Z4, and I think the Porsche, the yellow Porsche as well. All of them were still close, and the Nissan in front, of course. But I I knew I was faster than him because I had better tires and he had used tires, worn tires for about 30 minutes. And the Porsche isn't a very fast car anyway, so I was thinking I need to get past this guy very fast to start gaining time on the blue and black Porsche, blue and grey Porsche, before the pit stops. Maybe I can even catch him, which I actually did. So we skipped about, I don't know, I'd say 10 laps maybe. So we're right around the 45-minute mark now. I think it was 40 minutes to go at this point. And right as I caught up to him, he started to... He was thinking about going to pit stop, getting out of my way. Very nice, by the way, so I didn't have to overtake him. So yeah. And at this point we're lapping cars. We're still on the same strategy. So we're still in the second stint of the race. Our tires are getting worn now. I think I had around 50% of grip left. Not ideal, but possible to be fast with. Closing up to my teammate right now as well, who in a very friendly manner let me past here. He lost a bit of time, I'd say like 2 seconds maybe, by braking very early and letting me have the racing line, letting me have the fastest line through the corner. Thanks, by the way, at this point to Death Magnet, or Batman, how he's called in game. You're a very good teammate. So at this point, about 25 minutes left in the race, I decided to go into the pits. My soft tires were really used. I was running on them for a little bit more than half an hour. And they were nearing the red area on the tire wear bar. So I was thinking, I took those tires for 30 minutes, 35 minutes, so I should be able to really push on the last stint. 25 minutes left, so my stint's gonna be 10 minutes shorter than the stint before. So I'm able to really push and start to build a gap. Because as you can see in my mirror, or as you may have seen when I came out of the pits, the grey and blue Porsche of Multi is right behind me. So we had nice timing on the pit stop. Actually pitting right at the right time when I was still in front of him, so I didn't need to do any overtaking action. And here's Stefan again, by the way, who did not stop until this point, I believe. So we're getting him for a second time. He was at that point leading, so I took the net lead of the Grand Prix. Wow. And that's actually it. The last 20 minutes of the race weren't that exciting. I was just cruising away with the victory. Because Multi behind me, who had stopped 10 minutes earlier, his soft tires were starting to get worn. He wasn't able to gain on me, and I was able to just keep the gap. In the end I did win with a gap of about 15 seconds, I believe 17 seconds was the gap. And that gave me the lead. Gave me the lead and gave me the victory. I'm actually really proud. This is my first league race, and I won. I didn't expect it, to be honest, because there's always something going wrong, and especially after the safety car period and the crash they had with the green McLaren with Momo. I wasn't too positive thinking about the whole thing, because, I mean, when you crash, you're losing time with the pit stop. So I was thinking maybe try to get a podium, but I wasn't thinking about the victory at this point. I was just driving my laps and try to stay consistent, try to deliver consistent lap times, because I knew I could do 130s or 129s on this course very consistently on the soft tires. So I was looking forward to getting a podium, but nothing more. And in the end, it turned out to be the softs turned out to be a very good strategy. I didn't expect them to go that well. I was running 29s, low 29s, even with very used soft tires, which is actually pretty fast on this track. I think the fastest qualifying lap was somewhere around 28.5 or something. So I was just running slightly slower than in qualifying, which was very nice with heavy fuel and kinda used soft tires. But those soft tires gave me the opportunity to catch up, and in the end, inevitably made me win. But that's it for this video. Leave a comment below what you thought about the video, about the whole style of me commenting on the race, or maybe you wanna see the whole race. I did a recording in Assetto Corsa, so I can watch the replay and give you a full overview of the race. That would be a 1.5 hour video, so I don't know who wants to see that, but this is a little highlights clip that I did. I think I got all the important bits and gave you a nice summary of how the race went. But anyway, leave a like, do subscribe if you haven't already, and as I said, leave a comment with your thoughts and opinion. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a nice one!